Hi everyone, it's Georgie here from Her Hair, My Head. I've come on quickly today to do a review of this human hair topper from Uniwigs. This is called Aura. Now, when she arrived, she was dead straight, but there was a note on the box that said, because the hair is Burmese, when you wash it, it could have a slight wave or a slight curl to it. So I've washed it to show you what it looks like in its natural state. It's actually quite pretty. It's still fairly straight on top, and then it's just got a slight wave at the bottom. So I'm going to go through some pros and cons of this topper. This topper is low density, so it's 110% density, which means that it's very, very flat. In fact, I would go as far to say this is probably the flattest topper that I've ever tried on. Almost too flat. So I wore this the other day and I was trying to work out what looked strange about it. And what I think it is it's so flat here, and then where it's obviously curly at the ends, and then there's my bio hair, it's kind of bottom heavy, which I think looks a little odd. So I would probably straighten this. But if you're someone who wants it to look really, really flat, then I would say this is the piece for you. So it's got what's called a skin part, which is, it's kind of, this is a really rubbish way of me describing it. Rather than silk, where they sort of sew the hair into the silk, this is a kind of almost like a plastic, but it doesn't look like plastic, it looks really realistic, and they inject the hair into it. So you've got no knots. It's a centre parting, so I think it's 1.5 inches here is this skin parting. Now, I don't like a centre parting, so I have been fiddling just to tweak it slightly, but here is my main issue with this piece. If you're somebody, I look like Cousin It doing this, if you're someone like me who doesn't have any hair at the front to blend, the cap is quite obvious. You can see where the cap ends. So for me, it doesn't work because it's not a natural front. I mean, I have kind of made it into a bit of a side part, which looks better, but if I was going to wear this all the time, would be cutting a fringe in. So what you gain by this very, very realistic part, you lose the natural hairline at the front. So this piece is in the colour Truffle Brown, which for me is a really good match to my bio hair. It's a sort of mid to dark brown. The cap size is 7x7, so it's quite a good size cap. I'll take it off in a minute to show you. And I mean, the hair so far, I've never had a topper with Burmese hair before. I've washed it and it still feels lovely and soft, and as I said, it's just got this slight natural wave to it, which is very pretty. It's just very flat, so I think if it was straight it would be very sleek, and probably it needs some layers cut in. I'll do a slow turn so you can see what the back looks like. Just put my hair back. So let's take it off. I'm gonna have to apologise for how sweaty my hair is. It's really muggy here, and it's just, so my hair is super sweaty. So here's it's got loads of clips, which is really good, and you can have a clip here because it's not it's a skin base, so you know the clip's hidden, and even with the clip there it still sits really flat. So this is your 7x7 cap, and then this is your skin parting. It is a really, really realistic looking parting, and I think with the fringe this piece would be spot on. It's just this hairline I mean, if you've got bio hair that you can pull out the front and blend, you won't have a problem. This is 16 inches, but there's various lengths on the Uniwigs website. So yeah, if you want something that sits really flat, this piece is amazing. I do wonder if it might look a bit less bottom heavy if I had it thinned out and layered a bit. But I do think that it's got a really pretty natural curl, and obviously you could straighten it yourself. And also the other thing, as well as it being low density, the actual cap is really, really thin. So it means that the piece is really light, and I don't even know how they've made it so thin, but it's just, there's no bulk to it at all, which is great because it means it's not heavy, so it's going to pull less on your bio hair. But yeah, it definitely needs some tweaks. If you want to see a picture of it straight out of the box, have a look on my grid, because I did a couple of photos before I washed it. Yeah, I think that's everything that I need to talk about. As per, if I've forgotten anything, which I likely have because I always forget things, then send me a DM if you need any more information. I will put all of the stuff that you need to know in the comment, and hopefully you found this useful. As with most pieces, often a bit of customization will make them work for you. So although this piece doesn't work for me 100% right now, I know that if I cut in a fringe or cut some layers in, or thin out the ends, that it will work. And I think that's something that's really important. A lot of people do reviews and they're like, oh, this is what it looks like just out the box. 99% of the time, a topper coming just out of the box is not going to look right. You need to make it your own. And it's just about finding the right sort of cap and the right, you know, construction. So whether that's lace front, mono top, silk top, or this very natural looking skin parting. It's just finding what works for you and then tweaking it. Thanks for watching. Bye.